You just got the news, a promotion, a merit raise, a year-end bonus that is bigger than you expected. Your first instinct? Celebrate. Maybe upgrade your apartment, finally pull the trigger on that car, or just let the lifestyle quietly expand to fill the new income. And here's the thing. Almost everyone does exactly that. It feels completely natural. You earned more, so you spend more. But that single decision, repeated over a career, is one of the most expensive financial mistakes a person can make. Today, we are going to talk about why this moment, the specific moment when your income jumps, is one of the most powerful opportunities you will ever have to build real, lasting wealth. And most people let it slip right through their fingers. Let us say you have been earning $60,000 a year. You have built a lifestyle around that. Rent, groceries, subscriptions, nights out, it all fits. Then your employer calls you in and tells you that you are getting a 10% raise. That is $6,000 more per year, or roughly $500 extra per month after tax. What happens next in most households? The lifestyle expands. The slightly nicer apartment becomes available. The gym upgrade feels justified. The extra dinner out each week seems harmless. Before long, you have absorbed every single one of those $500, and you feel exactly as financially stretched as you did before. Maybe more so because your expectations have also quietly inflated. This is lifestyle creep, and it does not feel like a problem when it is happening. It is exactly what makes it so dangerous. It is slow, it is comfortable, and it is almost invisible until you look at your net worth 5 years later and wonder why the number is not moving the way it should be. Here is what makes a raise or bonus uniquely powerful compared to just deciding to save more at some random point in time. You are not being asked to cut anything. You are not being asked to feel any pain. The money you had before is still there, doing exactly what it was doing. You are simply making a decision about money you have never held, never budgeted around, and never grown accustomed to. Behavioral economists call this the endowment effect. Once you own something, once you feel it is yours, giving it up feels like a loss. But new income has not been claimed yet. Psychologically, it lives in a different category. You have a brief window, sometimes just a few days or weeks, before your brain reassigns it into your regular spending identity. This is your leverage point. This is the gap between receiving new income and absorbing it into your lifestyle. If you act inside that gap, you can reshape your financial trajectory without ever feeling like you gave anything up. The strategy is straightforward. When you receive a raise, bonus, or any step change in income, immediately commit to routing at least 50% of the new money into automated investments before it ever touches your checking account. Not 10%. Not the amount you think you can spare. At least half. Here is why the number matters. If your raise adds $500 a month to your take-home pay and you invest $250 of it, you still have $250 of lifestyle expansion to play with. You are not living like a monk. You are not sacrificing your quality of life. But you have permanently accelerated your wealth building at a rate your past self could only have dreamed about, and you did it without feeling a single pinch. Now, compound that over time. Let us say you are 30 years old, and you invest that extra $250 per month into a broad market index fund that averages a 7% annual return. By the time you are 60, that single raise decision is worth approximately $284,000. Not from years of painful budgeting, not from giving up coffee or cutting subscriptions, from one decision made in the right moment, automated so you never had to think about it again. Now imagine you do that with every raise, every bonus, every income jump over a 30-year career. The numbers become genuinely life-changing. This is where most people undermine themselves. They have good intentions. They tell themselves they will transfer the money at the end of the month. They plan to set it up soon. But life intervenes, the money gets used, and the plan dissolves. Automation is not just a convenience. It is the actual mechanism that makes this work. Here is what that looks like in practice. If your raise shows up as an increase in your regular paycheck, log into your employer's payroll or HR system and increase your contribution to your workplace pension, 401k, or equivalent retirement vehicle by the amount of the raise or as close to it as your plan allows. The money never hits your bank account. You never see it. You never miss it. If you receive a lump sum bonus before you deposit it anywhere, set up a one-time transfer to your investment account, your ISA, your brokerage, whatever vehicle you use. Do it the same day you receive the notification. Do not wait for the check to clear. Do not wait until you have thought about it more. The longer the money sits in a transactional account, the higher the chance it evaporates into something forgettable. If automation is not possible through payroll, set up a recurring transfer on the same day your salary hits. Treat it like a bill. In fact, treat it like your most important bill, because it is a payment to your future self, and that version of you has no other advocate. Here is where people get this strategy wrong. They hear invest 50%, and they think the goal is to feel deprived with the other 50%. That is completely backwards. The other half is yours. Spend it with intention and without guilt. Maybe that means upgrading your living situation to something that genuinely improves your daily quality of life. Maybe it means better food, better travel, a hobby you have been putting off. Maybe it just sits in a high-yield savings account as an expanded emergency fund. Whatever it is, it should be a deliberate choice, not a slow drift. The psychological win here is enormous. You are not fighting yourself. You are not white-knuckling a budget. You are thriving on your original income, watching your wealth grow on autopilot, and still experiencing the tangible reward of earning more. That is a sustainable system. And sustainable systems are the only ones that actually work over a lifetime. Bonuses are psychologically different from raises, because they arrive as a single, large number. And large numbers feel like permission. It is very easy to tell yourself that a $5,000 bonus is a once-in-a-while event, and therefore the normal rules do not apply. They absolutely do apply, and arguably with more force. A $5,000 bonus invested at age 32 at a 7% return is worth over $38,000 by age 62. Spent on a holiday or a depreciating purchase, it is worth zero within a few years, and usually less than that in memory. That does not mean you cannot use any of your bonus for something enjoyable. By all means, allocate 25 or 30% to something that genuinely makes your life better right now, but the rest goes to work, immediately, automatically, without ceremony. There is a deeper principle underneath all of this that is worth naming directly. The people who build real wealth over their working lives are not necessarily the highest earners. They are the people who consistently treat every income increase as an investment event rather than a spending event. That is an identity, not just a tactic. When your boss tells you about a raise, the internal response shifts from what can I finally afford to how much of this can I put to work. That single reframe, applied consistently, is worth more over a career than any stock pick, any side hustle, or any piece of financial advice you will ever receive. Your income will likely rise multiple times between now and retirement. Each one of those moments is a door. Most people walk through it and immediately fill the new room with furniture. The people who build financial freedom treat it as a corridor. They keep moving forward, accumulating space rather than filling every inch as they go. So the next time that call comes, the promotion, the bonus, the merit review that goes your way, you have a choice in that moment that your future self will either thank you for or regret. Not a hard choice, not a painful one. Just the decision to act before the lifestyle catches up, to automate before the impulse fades, and to treat at least half of every new dollar as a message to the future that says, I am building something real. Your current lifestyle does not have to change at all, but your financial future absolutely will. If this video was useful, hit subscribe. We cover practical, no-nonsense personal finance every week, and drop a comment below. What was the first raise or bonus you ever received, and what did you do with it? No judgment. We all learn the hard way first.